This is Tom Blair with Inside Colorado Wrestling, doing another episode of Boundary to Boundary, Colorado High School Wrestling. Our guest today is head coach from Weld Central, Elliot Copeland. How you doing, Coach?
Good, how are you?
We're doing these interviews to let the wrestling community around the state get to know all the coaches in the state. So we'll get down to the questions here. What's your wrestling background and your coaching background?
I grew up in Bennett, Colorado, and so I kind of came through the ranks there through the Pee Wee program, and then into the high school. In high school, I was a 4-time state placer, 2-time state champ. In college, I wrestled at Western State in Gunnison, Colorado on the Western Slope. It's a Division II school. I was a 3-time All-American there, a 4-time NCAA qualifier.
Okay. What's your coaching career?
So far, I've been coaching here at Weld Central for, this is my 4th year I'm going into. Dabbled in a little bit of helping Western out in the 1 year that I wasn't really in a room, and helped out with Bennett's Pee Wee program a little bit, but for the most part, it's just been all at Weld Central.
Okay, so you went back to your home school, where you graduated from. What brought you back to that area?
At the time, I was just kind of moving back home. I had finished college and kind of wanted to be back home in that area. I really liked growing up there, so it just kind of made sense at the time. And then this position opened up at Weld Central, so I figured I'd jump on it while I had the chance.
Okay. What was your team's record last year, and how did they do at states?
I couldn't tell you our dual record. We had a few holes in our lineup, and I know we were over 500, but I'm not sure exactly what it was. At state, we had 2 state placers, both of them returned this year. We qualified 7. We had 2 placers in Robert Estrada. He got 3rd at 106, and Tanner Baumgartner, he got 5th at 145s.
Okay. What does your returning squad look like?
Really good. We got 6 of those 7 state qualifiers back. Both those state placers are back, so we got a lot of really good, experienced guys on the squad. Again, we got some holes in our lineup, but we're pretty solid throughout those weights that we do have.
Do you have any transfers, and what does your incoming freshman group look like?
We don't have any transfers, pretty much all homegrown right there at Weld Central. And
pretty out in the sticks, nobody wants to come.
Exactly. So kind of a homegrown area, but as far as transfers, we don't have any. And freshmen coming up, we got 3 freshmen. They're all pretty green. Only one of them's wrestling here today. But I'm excited for the future. They should do well in the next couple years.
So what does your lineup look like?
Good. Again, we're returning Robert Estrada and Tanner Baumgartner, both placers, and then Colton Robertson. He's made it to state the last 2 years. Won matches at the state tournament both years. So
right.
He's
what are the weight classes they're at?
Colton, Tanner, and another guy, Levi Gherkin, a sophomore, are all right in there about 160. So they're kind of shuffling right now, and we're not really sure exactly where they're going to go. Colton's at 170, Tanner's at 160, and Levi's at 152. But I foresee that changing here in the next few weeks, and then after Christmas as well.
Now, Tanner's brother, what weight class is he going?
Braden grew a lot in the offseason. He was a 52-pounder last year. He went 2-2 at the state tournament, so he's 1 away. Really excited for his season. He's going to be a 182-pounder this year, and he's really grown into that weight class, and really excited for what he's going to do.
All right. Robinson's brother wrestles for UNC. That's one boy that's grown quite big. Watching him grow up, he was 106 pounds and then 126 pounds, and now he's a heavyweight for UNC. So boys do grow.
Yeah, and Colton's kind of going through the same progression with his weights. He was about an 85-pound JV freshman when I first got him. He was 113 his sophomore year. Last year he was 126, and this year he's starting the season at 170. So he's kind of going through the same growth spurt towards the end of his high school career, and looking forward to him wrestling in those upper weights this year.
Yeah. What does your schedule look like?
We added a couple tournaments. We're sending 5 of those qualifiers over the hill to the Warrior this year, down in Grand Junction. And then we're also going to a tournament in Kansas, Norton, Kansas. It's a smaller school tournament, but there's a lot of perennial tough schools from Kansas and Nebraska that go there. So mixed it up a little bit this year, but for the most part, same tournaments as last year. And then we're always looking forward to that Florence tournament. It's kind of like the 3A mini state tournament down there. Most of the 3A teams are there, 2 days. It's a really good tournament for them. So
That's always a tough tournament down there, and they always put on a good tournament.
Yep, it's ran really well, and they got mostly 3A schools in there, like I said, and it's a really good one for the boys to have right there. And beginning of January, it kind of lets them know where they're set up to be for the state tournament in the next month. So,
what does your coaching staff look like?
In the past, it's pretty much just been me and Cody Muma. He also wrestled at Western a few years before me. He's back again helping me out this year, and then we also got a big guy in to work with our heavyweight, Marcus. He's from Delta, and so he's a really good guy to have in the room. He's young and he's hungry and really likes working out with the big guy. So it's awesome.
What you're saying is you're getting old and can't get down on the mat anymore?
Yeah, but I guess it's really good to. It's really good to
I understand the feeling. I
hungry.
mean, everybody goes through it. I mean, at a certain point, it's hard to get down because of all the old injuries and stuff.
For sure. Yeah, I got some nagging ones, but I still get on the mat pretty regular and mix it up with the guys. So, but it is good to have those younger guys come in and beat on the kids every now and then.
Right. What are your season goals for the team and for the individuals?
We have several individuals whose goal is to be a state champion this year. So with our individual goals compiled, we should be a top 5 team, and that's what we're shooting for this year. Be placed in the top 5 of the state tournament. I really think we got the potential to do that. So.
Well, I'm glad you're working with the team. I watched you grow up and watched your career at Western State. So the knowledge that you have passing around to the kids is great. I want to wish you good luck in today's tournament that you're at here at Broomfield, and also good luck in the season. This is Tom Blair with Inside Colorado Wrestling.
Thank you.